This video is in no way, shape, or form intended to glorify eating disorders. These videos are intended to convey what it's like to have an eating disorder through personal experiences. So please, YouTube, please don't take my videos down. Okay, enjoy the video. Bye. It's 10:20, September 2nd, 2024. And I am still in the process of doing my kitchen, but that is just on a list of projects that I have to keep my mind preoccupied. I just want to talk about relationships and relationships while you are divorcing D or Ed or whoever you have personified your ED as. It's very hard, especially for me. I think that romantic relationships, are definitely a big distraction in my life. I always seem to seek validation or acceptance from somebody, and that would make me feel better. But in reality, I need that for myself. I need to accept myself. I need to validate myself. I need to love myself. And I've been having a hard time stepping back from romantic relationships that don't serve me. For an example, I was talking with this guy, and we were probably talking for the span of a month, and within that month we dated for like 2 weeks. It lasted 2 weeks. Ultimately, it ended in nothing. It started very quickly and ended just as quick. And after it ended, I felt like it was a total waste of time. I should have spent my time on something wiser. I should have read the signs. I should have seen all the red flags. I am very self-critical because I should be able to know better. I constantly let relationships occupy a lot of my time just because that's the type of person that I am. I'm a caring and loving person. And it's been me in the ass a lot of times. I try to do things the way I would want someone else to do for me. A lot of the times, D or Ed, they kind of get in the way of it. I was on a date with this one guy, and I found myself being open and vulnerable, and I let him know about my disorder. And we went out for pizza, and I told him I was very anxious, and I probably ate like a couple bites of my pizza, and that was it, because I was so anxious. I couldn't eat. I couldn't stomach the food. And me, if I was him in his position, I would have boxed the food up and let me take it home so I can eat it where I'm comfortable. He ate all of it. I tend to get nervous, and I just lose an appetite, or D will be in the back of my head saying, don't sit this way because you look skinny. Don't do this because you look skinny. Don't wear that because then you'll look like a stick. Like controlling small aspects of my life that I shouldn't really be so hyper fixated on. And I'm realizing that this shit is really taking a huge mental toll on me. So I know that I am a work in progress. I know that I have a lot of work to do. I know that my growth is slowly but surely coming, but I gotta let some shit go. And when I say some shit, I mean relationships and wanting to find someone, because that's not my ultimate goal in life. Is not to be in a relationship. My ultimate goal in life is to be successful and to be the person that I've always envisioned myself of being. I ultimately need to find inner peace and inner acceptance. I want to just fix my fucking mental. I've really been sitting here thinking about a person and how I wish they communicated with me more and how I wish they did this a certain way instead of doing that. Instead of me sitting here and accepting their actions. And I think that's something that I'm having a very hard time with. But if they're showing you that they don't give a fuck, baby girl, they don't give a fuck. So anyways, my eating habits have been decreasing a little bit. I have to go to the dentist. I have a cavity. I have a cavity and my wisdom teeth are hurting. It's becoming painful to eat and I need to eat. You know what I'm saying? Get your paw off of my bed. Because ultimately I am a lover. I love. I want to find love. But that's ultimately not what I need right now in this time of my life. I need to stay focused and work on me because I can't find that solace, that peace, that gratitude, that accomplishment, that positive feeling from somebody else. I can only get that from me, you know? Having an eating disorder affects so many aspects of your life. And once you are finally accepting of your eating disorder and trying to move to the recovery process and work on yourself and fix you, and it's very tiring and hard when you realize that it controls so fucking much. It interrupts so many conversations. It stops so many actions. It holds you back from so many opportunities. This shit is a bitch to deal with. And it had me thinking why people who do have eating disorders, they go to treatment centers and stay there for months, because dealing with the recovery from an eating disorder while dealing with the struggles of everyday life is tough. And if you don't have a healthy and supportive support system, it's even tougher. Luckily, by the grace of God and everything good in the universe, I have a strong support team. And I need to stop taking that for granted and stop trying to invite unwelcome people or people who don't really want to be in that, you know? Also, I had a death in the family yesterday morning. I found out yesterday morning, and I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I should feel. I feel very lost. I'm just in a very weird headspace right now. I did eat today, probably not as much as I should have. My food of today, the consumption of today, included a smoothie that I made this morning, a boba drink, a boba smoothie too. That's 2 smoothies. A hot mama pickle sausage, which fucked my stomach up. A poppin' cookin' sushi kit that I shared amongst 2 people. And I went to the buffet and I only got up once. And I'm hungry again. And most likely I'll make something. Today was honestly a hard day. This week was honestly a really hard week. Also, I did that. There are lights, but the light is ugly. But I like how it's on the wall. I think that's pretty dope. But nonetheless, it is September the 2nd. Excited for what September will bring me, or what I can bring to September. I just got some tarot cards. tarot cards, excuse me. Really excited about that. I'm going to sage those. I'm going to sage my apartment first and then sage my cards and then possibly do a reading. I had my cousin do a reading for me yesterday and it was very spot on and it was very hopeful. The tone of it was pretty positive. But for some reason I still feel empty. And I think part of that is, okay, I don't know if I've mentioned this before in any video, but I was also diagnosed with chronic depression, which is normally, it goes hand in hand with, an eating disorder. A lot of people who do have eating disorders do have depression. So I was prescribed antidepressants and I've been taking them for, I don't know how long, but I've been taking them for a while. And I think that I've gotten to the point where I'm starting to feel numb. Yeah. Yo. I wish I could take my feelings, ball them up, and throw them at a brick wall while I watch it explode into a million pieces. That's how I feel. But yeah, bye. I'll see you another day whenever I decide to pick up my phone and make a little update.